Everyone that is joining today's press conference with Head of Sport Kevin Thelwell and newly hired Head Coach Gerhard Struber. Thank you for joining us. Please use the raise hand function when you guys are looking to ask questions, and the process will go smoothly. We're going to open up with an opening statement with Kevin Thelwell, and then we'll follow up with an opening statement with Gerhard Struber. After that, we'll open up the floor to questions. So, Kevin, thank you for joining us. If you want to open up the floor with an opening statement, we'll go from there.
Great, thanks, John, and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us again. It's a real shame that we're having to meet in this way, of course. I mean, this is my third or fourth press conference now, and it's going to be great at some stage to be able to meet you all in person, but hopefully everybody's fit, well and healthy and remains so. I'm delighted to be able to introduce our new head coach, Gerhard Struber. I've said to you guys maybe 2 or 3 times now, without question, throughout the whole time we were conducting this search for a new head coach, he was without question the outstanding candidate for so many reasons, I suppose. If I think of what our vision is, well, I think the vision and the dream for every MLS club is to try and win MLS Cup at some stage. And without question, I think we've secured a head coach who's going to have the capability, the experience and the expertise to be able to help us to achieve that dream in due course. And we want to do that in a particular way. We want to do it with young players. And again, Gerhard has an outstanding track record of working and developing young talents. And then we also want to do it with a very clear identity, a very clear playing style. Gerhard is very well known to the Red Bull Group, and he's obviously very well known to me from his time in the UK. And I've got no doubts that he's going to be able to produce that identity and develop that identity to a new level. I'm also delighted to say that he's had the opportunity to work with the team this week. We've followed a very strict and stringent MLS protocol and worked very closely with them guys. That's included processes of isolation, testing in Austria, testing on landing in the States, further isolation, further quarantine, and then, of course, culminating in a period of time where Gerhard's had to work at distance, socially distanced, of course, with masks and not being allowed in any of the buildings, but still had an opportunity to work with the coaching team and work with the players. And what that means for us is that he's fully cleared to work with the team on Saturday, which we're obviously very, very pleased about. So I suppose without further ado, I'll hand over to you guys, hand back over to John for any questions that you might have for Gerhard and I.
Thanks, Kevin. We'll open up the floor to head coach Gerhard Struber for a quick opening statement as well, and then we'll open the floor to questions.
Hello together. First of all, I am very happy to be here, and I am very happy to can bring my competence in the team. And I think the last week was a special week, with big measures around me, behind me, and also I think now I took over a team with a very good mood, with very good energy at the moment, and I think this is that what we need on Saturday. I think the last few days the team showed me they are ready for a big fight on Saturday, and they are ready to can bring a good performance. I think this is at the moment the picture what the team show me, and the last days was a special one. We have the advices from the MLS, train with a good social distancing, and also I have the situation to give the instruction with mask. And I think this is at the moment a special situation, but I think the last few days we can make and manage that in a good way, and I can feel that the team is ready for Saturday.
Thanks, Coach. So again, please not only introduce yourselves to either Gerhard or Kevin, but please direct your attention or direct your question with who you're looking for the intention of the question as well. So we'll open up the floor to questions. First one will go to Andrew Rosano.
Hey guys, Andrew Vazano here, New York Red Bulls, NewYorkRedBulls.com. Just wanted to ask Kevin, what's it been like having Gerhard there in person the last few days? And what have you heard from him about the team? And Gerhard, what have you seen from the club so far since you've been here?
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, appreciate that. Well, as you well know, we've waited a long time for Gerhard to join us. And as I've already said in my opening statement, he was the outstanding candidate right from day one. And so we've already been able to see what value he's been able to create and what value he's been able to add to the team effort, building towards this very important game. He's obviously working closely with Bradley and Preston and the rest of the guys there, working closely with me. He's very clear how we want to play, very clear how we want to operate in the game, and has been able to reinforce some of those key messages that are going to be also important to us come Saturday. So from our perspective, it's been fantastic to be able to get him in at such a crucial stage of the season, and we know for sure he's going to be able to reinforce the effort that we've now got and the performance that we've now got to get through to be able to beat a very, very good Columbus Crew team.
Next, we'll move over to Steve Cangelosi.
Coach Struber, welcome. Just to be clear, you will be in a traditional managerial role for Saturday's game against Columbus. And if that is the case, was there any trepidation about making your first game on the sideline a single elimination playoff game, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's a special situation for me and also for my team. I think the last few weeks I can look my team and watch the games only on the screen, and now I'm stay here, and I think I had a very good close communication with Bradley and the whole staff, and also in a good exchange always with Kevin about the team and also about the performances we speak. And I think right now I am here, and right now I have the responsibility for the development, the responsibility for the results, and also I make the decision from now. And I think this is now my job, and I hope we can go in the same direction like the last games from the results, and we grow up our performance steady in the next few months. Yeah, we begin on Saturday, and I think the big goal is that we have a development in a very, very good direction in the next few months. But just now we go in the playoff games, and we have to bring also in these games a very good performance, and hopefully always the right results for the next necessary steps in the playoffs.
Next, we'll move over to Tom Bogert.
Hey, Gerhard, nice to meet you. Tom Bogert, MLSsoccer.com. I just kind of wanted to gauge, what's your handle like of the squad right now by way of, how confident you are in their abilities and what you know about them. And I guess, two, are there any players who have kind of, stood out to you over your first couple sessions in person?
At the moment, my big focus and concentration is only in tactical things for Saturday. I think this is my big duty at the moment, and and my big focus and my big energy go only in this way. And from the personnel side, it's no time, and I think it's more only the job to bring the right players on the pitch on Saturday with the right tactical plan and the right energy.
Next, we'll move over to Anthony Merced.
Hello and welcome, Coach Struber. Anthony Merced from Red Bull News Network. The question I have, and I guess this is both for Kevin as well as you, is it is quite odd to see a coach come in right at this time of the year, especially during the playoffs. What are the positives that come from such a move this late into the season, especially during one of these big games?
Yeah, Gerhard, shall I start on that? Or yeah, Hi, Anthony. Great to see you again. Yeah. From our perspective, it's we obviously would have wanted Gerhard to come in earlier, but I'm delighted that he's in at any stage of the season. To be honest, my perspective is there's a reason why we recruited Gerhard and worked very hard to get him, and that's because, as I've said several times, he was the outstanding candidate in the process, and we think he's going to be able to give us the experience and the expertise to be able to help us to be successful here. Of course, that we're hoping that's in a very short period of time, especially with the game coming on Saturday. But it's not just about one game for us. It's also about the medium long term and what he's going to be able to bring. He's had some fantastic experiences both in Austria and then also more recently in the UK. And we think that experience is going to be absolutely vital to us in what are going to be these crucial games. And that's why, after being able to work with the MLS, to give him a period of time to work with the team, and of course he's been talking to Bradley and the coaches and speaking to me for a fairly long time now, we felt it was the right thing to do to be able to add value, to be able to add to our situation, to make our situation better. And we think that Gerhard's going to be able to do that.
Next, we'll move over to Eric Freelander.
This one is for Gerhard. Eric Friedlander, Red Bull Hub. Can you, during your visa period, while you're waiting for your visa, you and your assistant coach took a trip to Brazil to visit Red Bull Bragantino. Can you talk about the purpose of that trip? Was it scouting players, or was it about sharing best practices?
This was, I think, the time between to come here and to wait for the visa. I will use, or I have to use in Brazil with Bragantino. Is also a very important club in the group from Red Bull, and this is always a chance to come in exchange with other coaches, to have an exchange about topics in the Red Bull philosophy. And I think this is for everyone a chance for a good exchange. And I used that, and this was the reason why I moved to Bragantino.
Next, we'll move over to Michael Lewis.
Hi, Gerhard. Michael Lewis, Front Row Soccer. Welcome aboard. Nice to meet you, hopefully in person sometime in the future. During the stretch run, Bradley Carnell has coached the team. What exactly will his role be with you? Will he be associate coach, assistant coach, maybe a co-coach? What is his role going to be during the match?
Hello, Michael. I think my first impression from the whole staff group is I have a fantastic assistant coaches here, also goalkeeper coach, and all that. The whole coaching staff is very good here, and I think Bradley bring the group, the players in a good way, and now he's a very important coach on my side, and this is the role from him, and he has also in the next time big responsibilities, this is his role, and I am very happy that we have the group, and also with the responsibility from Bradley now in the playoffs.
Next, we'll move over to Gary Redmond.
Good afternoon, Gerhard. Welcome to New York. This is Gary Redmond from Red Bull News Network. I have a couple of questions. First, for Gerhard, when you spoke with the staff when you arrived here in Harrison, what are a couple of things that you guys discussed with going into the game on Saturday? And the question for Kevin, you talked a lot of bit of the long-term view of what this club is going to be. How are you going to make that balance where development is going to be the key focus to a fan base that's looking for a championship side?
Okay, I will begin. What we speak and discuss about in this short time is clear that we have to prepare our style for the next opponent. I think this is, the big topic in this week, that we find the right tactical way on Saturday against a very competitive team with many good key players. And for us, it's very important that we have the right energy and the right plan and the right style in our brain. And this is, I think, in the whole week, the big topic, what we speak and prepare the boys in a way that we can be successful on Saturday.
Yeah, hi Gary. Yeah, I suppose it's important to be clear here. So number one, the vision is all about performance. So when I say performance, what I mean by that is that we are ambitious, and what we really want to do is just like every other MLS club does. We want to win MLS Cup, but we want to do it in a particular way, and we believe that we can do it in the main with young players, young and hungry players that are very clear about the identity, very clear about the philosophy, and very clear about the way forward. Of course, at some stage, we'll also integrate some older players into that philosophy, I'm sure. But in the main, it's pretty clear that we believe in young players, and we've seen it done the world over. That it doesn't have to be senior players that have to drive a club forwards. You know, probably the best example is Manchester United many years ago, who were very successful with a lot of good young players. And I've had good experience at Wolves in the Premier League at a very high level with a team that was predominantly made up of very good young players. I think of Jota, I think of Neves, I think of Neto, I think of Vinagre, I think of Morgan Gibbs-White, I think of Max Kilman, all within 20, 21, 22 years of age. And so I don't want anybody to get mistaken here. We do want to be ambitious. We do want to succeed. We do want to win MLS Cup, but we obviously want to win it in a particular way. And that's with young and hungry players that we think are going to be able to be capable of playing in a particular way.
Next, we'll move over to Ryan Grabosi.
Hey, Gerhard, this is Ryan Grabosi with Newsday. Thanks for taking the time. You've spent much of your career with the larger Red Bull organization in some capacity. Why does the Red Bull philosophy resonate with you so much that you've made your way back to the organization again? And what from your past experiences do you think you'll be bringing to New York?
Yeah, I think especially the Red Bull identity, what we have is I'm now on. Okay, no, I'm here. I think the situation that I come back is when I speak with Kevin about the ambition goals, what we have in the future, and also I think from the one side we will develop players in a very good direction. From the other side, we will bring the right results. I know the Red Bull world. I know the standards in Red Bull, and I think I can help with a big experience to develop players in a good way of about our identity. And also I think the last few years I grow up my experience also with adults in football, with professional players, not only youth players. I can develop my own style with in the Europe League in Austria with Wolfsberger AC, and also I have a very good time in UK. I think the big mix of that, I think it's for every single player here, for the whole club. In the end, hopefully a big benefit, and I think this is my responsibility in the next time, that we bring the right players in the right way and the right direction, and also on the same time we create the right results. And now we have the MLS Cup for our chest. We have the chance to bring maybe a surprise. I think we have a big ambitions also just now, and also in the long term. But for me, we begin at the moment to bring my style into the group. It's not so easy in the last couple of days, and it's not so easy to change everything. But I think at the moment the boys show me in the last few weeks we are on a good way, and now we adapt small things on Saturday, and and this is our way, step by step, go in a successful way, a successful direction, and always with our big goal to bring young players in the right way, in the right direction, to prepare or prepare always the boys in a way that we can have success.
Next, we'll move over to Juan Mesa.
Hi, Juan Mesa from El Diario. My question is for Gerhard. And I just want you to expand a little bit on what you know about your rival on Saturday, the Columbus Crew, and the lessons that the group has from the loss that they suffered in the summer against the Crew during the MLS is Back tournament.
Yeah, I think we will go tomorrow in the training, and after that we will fly to Columbus, and on Saturday we have hopefully very good preparation in our brain is necessary for a big opponent. I think we show also the last game in the tournament against Columbus, also many games from Columbus we show with my staff, and I have a good impression now from Columbus, about the game style and also about many key players, and we have to bring the right answers on Saturday. It's not a easy way. I think it's a big challenge on Saturday. I think we need every single player on his personal limit. Then we can make the next step. And I think, it's a big challenge, but everyone knows it's a knockout game. We have to bring a performance maybe out of our personal comfort zone that we can make the next step. And I hope for that. But I can feel now we are ready, and we have to bring a big brave in this game and also our identity. And this is my job on Saturday, and also the job from my boys.
Next, we'll move over to Jane Allison Havsey.
Jane Havsey from Gannett, New Jersey. I'm just trying to get the timeline down with when did you actually meet the guys? When did you arrive here? All that kind of the basic timeline of things.
Yeah, I arrived last week New York, and after that I was isolated many days, and we wait for the decision from the MLS board when I can start. And right now I can have training with my players with a big social distancing program and also with mask. And I think this is at the moment the challenge for me and also for my players, that we cannot go in a normal way in the training, but also it's not allowed to go inside in the meeting rooms or in the office, for me and for my assistant coach Bernd Eibler, but I think we handled that in a very good way at the moment. My players, when we have the chance to come together on the training pitch, I can feel a big attention. I can feel a very good mood, and also they listen with a good attention the tactical things what we need on Saturday. And I hope for a quick normal football life between coaches and the team. But right now yeah, we have the advices from the MLS board with social distancing and mask and all the other things. This is the situation with COVID. It's not easy, but we give the best.
Next, we'll move over to Shep Messing.
Sorry, I had to figure out how to unmute. First of all, Kevin, thank you for your time and congratulations on getting your #1 target. I'm Shep Messing, Gerhard. I'm from Madison Square Garden Television Network, and welcome, big welcome from me, from the media, from everybody at the club. Much success, best of luck. Just a little question, and I think you've answered it. In such a crazy time, in a short time period, and you've talked about it. So for Saturday's game and hopefully a big future after, but Saturday's game, your biggest value in a short time, you said it, is the tactical approach to the game. And I think you said that would involve lineup as well. So that's really the most important input you'll be given for Saturday?
I think for Saturday, the most important thing is that we have a very good spirit and a simple plan, a simple tactical plan. I think it's not possible to change the team in a completely other direction. It's also at the moment not necessary. I think Bradley and the other coaches bring the team in a very good way at the moment, but right now some small things we changed, and especially from the tactical side, and this is more the reason about the opponent, and I think this is what we do at the moment, and hope for Saturday we can come in a good execution about that.
Next, we'll go back to Gary Redmond.
Gerhard, this question is directly to you, and this speaks to your experience. And I'm going for with you as the head man with Barnsley. Of course, you had to rescue a team that was in relegation. Now you're being thrown in the thrust of the MLS playoff maelstrom. My question is this: can your experience during your coaching tenure with that squad help out with a team that's going to be faced with a seasoned veteran known as Caleb Porter, a person who knows how to win games in playoff mode and win championships down the road?
Yeah, I think it's a different situation. Like in Barnsley, we fight to stay in the league, and right now we have also a situation with that every single game is very important. I can remember my time in Barnsley, especially after the lockdown. Every single game was a final game to stay in the league, and right now I think we have maybe a similar situation that is also a final game, and now we need every single player with a very good spirit, with a very good motivation and a big power source on himself in this game. And I think this is what we work in this week, and maybe I think the experience from that time in Barnsley is also helpful for me in this challenging time in the playoffs. But one more time, I will say, I think with all the measures behind from the MLS board, with training, etc., and the short time to be here, we have, I think, 3 trainings together, and I think this is at the moment for everyone not so easy to handle, but we have a very, very good energy to bring a good performance on Saturday. I think I have a very good coaching staff around me. They help me, and I think also my experience and my tactical power can help the team on Saturday, that we can make the next step.
Next, we'll go to Mark Fishkin.
Hi, Gerhard. It's Mark Fishkin from the Seeing Red podcast. Welcome to the club. Very, very happy to have you. Can you talk about what it means to be getting Kaku and Christian Cáceres back, coming back from South America from their World Cup qualifiers, and the impact they can have on the team?
Yeah, of course. I think these are very important players for us. Yeah, Christian Cáceres and Kaku, they have also, I think, personal success in this week, and now they come back last night. They have today only recovery and relaxing, and they come back tomorrow in the training. We will show how is the situation with the players, but they are very important for us to help us also in the playoffs for our big goals.
Guys, we've got time for 2 more questions. We'll go to Tom Bogert and finish with Andrew Visano.
Gerhard, I know that you're not obviously going to reveal anything, and I'm not asking you to, but do you know exactly what your starting 11 is going to be on Saturday?
Yes, I know that. What is my first 11? I think I have a good impression right now, and yeah, I have a good feeling. I think in this game we need not only the first 11, we need every single player in the squad. I think we need a very good energy against a big team. I think Columbus is a massive opponent, was stay for our chest, and I will don't speak about my first 11. I will speak about my whole team, and this is very, very important on Saturday.
And we'll wrap up with Andrew Visano.
Gerhard, just a quick one. What is your message to Red Bulls fans now that you're here, now that you're taking over? What do you want them to hear from you?
I think right now I am very happy to be here. I am very proud to be the head coach in New York Red Bulls. I think, for me in this COVID world, and it's not so easy for the fans, for the supporters. They cannot stay in the stadium. They cannot bring the right atmosphere what we want for special performances. But the only one, what can I say, is today, cross your fingers for us, send us a big energy on Saturday, and then hopefully we can bring a performance and we come back hopefully with the right result and the necessary step in the next round in the playoffs.
Kevin, Gerhard, thank you so much for joining us on today's press conference. We appreciate you taking the time, and good luck on Saturday. Everyone that joined today's press conference, again, thank you for joining and participating. We'll be sending out audio and information heading into the post-game media on Saturday as well. So again, everyone, thank you for joining us, and we will see everyone soon.
Pleasure, John. Thank you for your time, everybody. Good to see you.
Bye.